Hail to the Lord's anointed. Great day, but greater song.
Greetings, in the name of the Most High, JaH Rastafari. Yes, I give thanks. Yes, kings and queens, it's a day where I'm on this, I give thanks all the time. It's almost been a year since I'm on start the work on this property here. It was a woodland. We give thanks, and I'm on halfway there to what I wanted to become, you know. So this day I give some thanks. And if you hear all of these squeaking, the breeze I deal with the wind of them away, you know. But we give thanks. There, refresher and I here for day. I wonder what going with I'm on here. So the year did kinda uneven. Still uneven, but some of them did when I'm on did do it the first time, cause I crush my ear. People always ask me what me use to my ear like this. I use these. They're like some cRoCHeT needle thingy. Yeah man. If you know bore up a finger, leave it alone. That's a dangerous thing, very dangerous thing. I blocked myself about 4 times already. And this way I see, this about 3 days out of work, going to 4 now. But anyway, which way I'm on there, put them back on a level, meaning this is why I do. I did it before. You can notice, I did it before I used to bend them. Let me get too tall. Bend them and I do that effect, this in and out, do that cause bring the ear together in a clump. Get that finishing look like that, you know. I know it's not going to look the best to some of y'all, and I know the other look probably look better, but our eye and I like, you know. Yeah man. And I just really want to give thanks to each and everyone who follow the channel and who support I from day one. We give thanks. I told myself, whoever, anyone who donated, if you're not in the country, or if you don't come in the country and you have someone traveling here and you want them to have a good time, just send them to I, you know, free of charge. I not charge nothing. So it's only right. I'm on this one, big up some specific set of people. I'm going to try to remember everybody what I head as I go along. But I just want to give a special shout out. Special shout out to Sweet Events. You don't know. Bridging that from a school, him not to dig the big up, but I gotta do it, you know. Yeah man. Him cater for parties and all sorts, you know, wedding and all of these things. And wickedest soup man around, so you can check him out. Shout out to Eat Wave Fashion. You don't know my brother Dangles from my dad and mother. Him around that. One of the freshest thing in the game. Them man, they swag up the chain. If you want the freshest beat, you can check out that page as well. And you don't know Sensei, big up yourself in a tool, big up. You don't know, but respect every time. Big up to Celestial Jerk Shop. Yeah man, support the thing from day one to the queen every time. You don't know if you're in Las Vegas and you want the nicest food, vegan, pescatarian, vegetarian, you name it. All for the meat eaters, and then provide food for you. If you want a proper meal cook and you're in Las Vegas, yeah man, you get all your food delivered at your hotel. And you know the Vegas price on the strip na normal. So them sell food at a very, very reasonable price. They also cater for food, cater to people too, sorry. So yeah man, you can check that out as well. Who else? Shout out to Miss Andrews. I know you don't know that big up here, but shout out to you. Shout out to Miss Cunnings, Miss Andre White, respect every time. Shout out to Kelly, we don't know, this massage therapist. If you want like the proper massage, and I mean like some holistic stuff, you can check her out. She do cupping therapy that cleanse the body, take out all of the toxins from out of your body. If you're in a UK area and you want that, you can check out Kelly for that. And also shout out to Tyrell, you don't know, boxing coach, big boxing champion, big up yourself, you don't know, every time, from them time till now. Yeah man, so if you want some boxing lessons for the female, them I think she do for the females, she's a boxing coach and also a boxer champion, you know. Shout out to you every time, Tyrell. Shout out to Celestial MBS, of course, you don't know, wicked setter, skin product, hair products, and all sort, everything natural, you know. If you have all sinus and them thing that you want some proper herbs, you can check them out. Yeah man. And if you're watching the series Toughest Nails, shout out to Miss It's Kalimba. You don't know, respect every time, thanks for the support. Shout out to Wilga, much thanks to you my brother. All of the soundtracks them we're here in I video, and also Joshua, big up yourself my bro, every time. Shout out to my brother Shines from C-Down, you don't know, red and blue. Sapphire Shootique in Florida, you can get your shoes, your body setter beats them this as well. Big up Gums, aka Christopher Lee, yeah man from Barbican, and them man they grow. Yeah man, and always a teacher I say, bad blessing, worse than Obe, yeah man, big up to Christopher Lee. Also big up to Donovan, you don't know. No, shout out to J Squire, yeah man, can't leave out J Squire none at all. Big up yourself, the artist there, upcoming artist, baddest thing. Shout out to Mr. Edward Same Speed, love from I Art every time, you know. Shout out to Yes I, stop a nice Sage. Yes I, Sage, easy no man. Yes I, shout out to everyone who support I from the get-go until now. And if you even support I cheer for I behind the clouds, big up to you every time. Yeah man, continue to support the iPhone like the movement, as I say. All of this so I man Depan was woodland, and it's a great thing, you know, to turn such a space in a positive space. Yeah man, cause it's easier to do bad than good, you know. So I man is really grateful, you know. I can turn this place in an eco-friendly place and plant food where I man can eat, you know. Not only for I man, but for all of those who also want and in need, you know. Yeah man, cause I man now do all of this for myself. I man create a place where you can come spend a day and two, will a vibe, learn about Rastafari, use the river, have fun, eat naturally. Nothing but positive vibe, you know. Nothing but high vibration, no low vibration. Yes I
love you. JaH trust me, I will never ever leave you. I will love you. Trust me. Come as you are, yes as you are. Mind yourself, go.
Yes I just want to make it clear, you know. I was in the spotlight, you know. And when I say in the spotlight, I was one of them man there where they used to turn on your TV and say, probably not gonna remember due to man's skin complexion and features right now. But yeah man, and a man like I coming from there to here, it wasn't an easy one, it was a great one, you know. And I say all of that to say this. All how I been studying about Rastafari, I've never ever been to put on that chalice here. Yes I have never been to a Rastafari gathering. I know there's different tribes, different sets of Rasta camps. You have Rasta camp, Naya Bingi, Bobo Shanti, they have all different kind of Rastas. All of them praise His Majesty in their own way. I've never been to any one of those Rasta houses, never. I've never chilled around any Rasta Ella before. I grew up on Vertically in Barbican, where they have some Rastas next door. You don't know, Joseph Stepper, Marky Stepper, you know the Stepper brothers them. Yeah man, and a couple other Rasta pan I man lane, cause back in them time I man I grew up, the Rasta thing did more. You used to hear more reggae music in the parties, you know. And shout out to them Rastas there, but none of them Rasta they never really teach I about His Majesty. Is that I coming up now and learn about His Majesty, you know. All I have to do with I man own timing, educate myself I take the time out and I get books. I take the time out to read off the Bible. Speaking about the Bible, the Western Bible is this thick and the Eastern Bible is this thick. Yeah. So there's a lot of things we don't know. So I'm gonna take the time out and go find out some other stuff. And I just want to let the brethren them know. I'm not going to say even sister, because you have some brothers where they also praise His Majesty, them a Rasta. They probably don't like the way how I and I bring the message across, because I nah will do it like them, because I was guilty of that. At one time, I used to look at some Rastas and judge and be like, yo, man a Rasta, how him not do that like me? How him not do that like me? And I come to the OveRsTanDinG and say, you're not supposed to judge. And, you know, in the book of Matthew, if I'm not mistaken, it says, in my Father's mansion, there are many houses or many rooms. Depends on the Bible you read it, I can tell you room, houses in. But in long story short, to the Rastas them, I just want to know, not because I and I nah do it the way you know, or not because I and I nah do what you are doing, mean you have to look at I and I in any form of way. Because as I say, in my Father's mansion, there are many rooms. So all of us there, we say His Majesty, Selassie, Emperor, Holy Emmanuel, whatever you want to say, whatever title, it all boils down to this. Everybody was sent here for a specific reason. Some of us we have visions, some of us we are prophets, some of us can tell dreams. All of it couldn't be the same. Diversity, you know. If I and I bring the message, oh, you the one I and I bring it across, don't bash I and I, you know. Don't judge. Use your platform, do it your way, and I do it I way. And everything that I and I talk about His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the first Rastafari, I and I research. And I'm not talking about 1 video, 2 video, or 3 days, or 1 month, or 1 year. I've been doing it a very, 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 very long time. And I'm coming from a very dark place to where I and I at. So I don't want anyone to feel like this is a competition or no. I don't compete, I don't argue, and I not judge. So yeah man, I just wanted to clear the ear, you know? Respect every time. So yes, kings and queens, let I show you how I man do this now. Yes I. So this is what it look like now, and I'm going to show you what it look like when I man finish. So stay tuned. JaH yes I, that is like 10 minutes. So see it there? I'm gonna go do now. So I go close up all of this, everything together, you know. This is how to keep when I'm on finish. So stay tuned. JaH Yes, kings and queens, a very time consuming thing, as I and I say, you know. Speaking of Rastafari now, kings and queens, I remember and I journey, just start read the Bible, and I man say I'm gonna start all the Sabbath them now. And but when there's a thing where you don't read, you know, it's a thing where you don't read, man. Reading this make everything you have a more understanding, or I should say overstanding, you know. I used to, when it used to touch 6 o'clock, the Sabbath start 6 o'clock on Friday, you know. And this is when I man just start pick up the whole studies and thing about Rastafari. I never really did know how to do a lot of stuff. So I man used to go by the Old Testament. And if you know the Old Testament, it will tell you some things where the New Testament actually changed, you know? You don't have to worry about the Old Testament anymore because the New Testament is basically, yo, you better worry about this, look on this. So I man used to find myself every 6 o'clock Friday. I used to in my house, windows lock. I was following the so-called Jews them tradition. When you don't read the ZeLLe thing, man. So I man with all there the river. I remember I was at Cayman River, 5:55. Place turn up, you know, artists are walking and everybody a whole a vibe, and me there, you know, I said, JaH no, 5:55, the Sabbath I go start in 5 minutes. I said to myself, me really I go do this? Or me I go just stay at the party and full joy myself? And kings and queens, I went home with a little bit of tears in my eye, you know. It was a deep reason I man hold with the Most High on that journey home still, you know. I remember saying, I say, yo, I want to do better, I want to do the thing the right way, I want to learn, I want to know all this thing about God. And I used to hold the Sabbath kings and queens. I never used to come out like 6 o'clock. I think of the Jehovah Witness, them ways growing up, I used to see a couple Jehovah Witness people used to do this. 6 o'clock, you can't see them outside. After 6, then wind everything like you can't see them back outside till 6 o'clock the next day. That's how I started. So there and then, you know, say my party nights then cut off. Fridays was my party night and Saturdays. So there and then, you know, everything to us. So I man used to go lock down, and when I say lock down, I mean lock up the house. I now use no phone for the whole Sabbath. I tell you, say, I man go through it and learn, say, yo, I know so it, I man must do it, you know? Just keep it holy and righteous and thing. But I man used to do some things, kings and queens. I remember waking up out of my bed. I still wake up out of my bed and read my Bible, but on the Sabbath, I used to read like crazy chapters because I said the Sabbath, I have to do this at this time, not knowing, you know. So when you see a man like I come from where I come from, it's not an easy road, you know. I man I come from somewhere. You have to go in a one dark place to bring forth the light. So what you see right now with I man happiness and truth is just the light what I man go find, you know, and come back. So I man been through it. Yeah man is like going through fire to come out to be a better person. So the knowledge from Rastafari, I man research, man, that come from a far way and a long way, you know. And I did make up my mind, so I'm not gonna change and see which part I reach. And I remember praying to His Majesty, man. When I find myself start eat different now, I man start getting to farming, and I live in Portmore at the time. And you know, say you live in a Portmore, you don't have much space so you can do a bag of planting. So around the back of the yard now, I used to plant up beer things. And I would have find myself say, JaH no, you know, say more, I wish I could have do some more planting this and more planting that. And why I never have some family in our country with some land, man? I used to pray and I say, oh, JaH no, JaH, pray say, if I get some land, let it be on a hill, let it be a greenery, let it the river there not too far, and all the way I man used to pray about is that is what basically happened. This cottage where I am in right now, I can be 100% honest with you. I used to watch a thing called Tiny House. Yeah man, Tiny House, and I used to say, yo, JaH know if me have some money star, me just build one of them up in the hills, up in the bushes, and just go for peace. Because before even this build up, I used to just come up here. One up here was a woodland. I used to just come up here them time that the hammock did hang right there. So same place out there, so, but on 2 different trees. Them 3 them there no more. And I have to move them to put this house there, you know. So I remember I used to just come up here and lay down in the hammock and just look out. And this look out till time this fly past, because I used to bring all lunch. I used to bring lunch just there, just sit down, smoke, and just look out at the hills every day. And till I man in the evening, touching at the evening now I man starts when I man for go home now. Cause before I even come up here and I used to crash it with my auntie and my uncle. Yeah man, and I used to beat my drum, then couldn't manage the drum beating, then couldn't manage the chalice. Not them still but my auntie. She couldn't take the chalice smoking and me half smoke. So I tell myself, say, you know what? I man I go build something where I man can just sleep in a easy no more. I mean, I have to come bother my auntie and my uncle. So I used to pray for all of these kings and queens. And I tell you, it's a blessing. Everything why a man pray for come true. So not because it get rough sometime. Because life, once you have life, you have responsibility, you know. So yeah man, but the greatest thing man, you only hear the breeze, you only hear the river. At night time you hear the peanut wall in the rising. You hear the bird right through the day still, but in the rising, oh my gosh, them sing so sweet. And sometimes you hear the wind itself with howl to you too, you know. And everything what I man want, I man pray for and I man get it, you know. So yeah man, look into Rastafari more man. Sometimes sending your prayers directly to the right person, or sometimes sending your prayers to the right person with a pure heart. Yeah man, doing righteousness. Your blessing will come true faster than anything else. Yeah man, that just come out of my head. Yes I. So we give thanks man. It wasn't an easy road, you know. Still not easy because I man decide to live a specific way, you know, an organic lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, you know. Yeah man, the ear clear. Hope you say you know find a bag of carrot litter the atmosphere, you know, and they on a hill on top of it. So and there's nothing but fresh oxygen to I man lungs, you know. And I man grateful. Let's be in here like this. Give me vibes. Like a lot of people can't do this. I mean, for example, my mother come here the other day. Speaking of mother, I just want y'all to know that not everybody are gonna see what you see. Because the other day my mother come here and I didn't even edit it out. My mother diss my place in so much ways. Not really this, but frowns on my place certain ways. I can see in the videos, you know. So not because someone approve what you're doing, don't stop do what you are doing, you know. Don't stop believing in yourself because others not seeing what you are seeing, you know. And me as a man, me see things and bring it to life, you know. Me see everything before. Me look on a bush area and they say alright then I go put that this and I wonder where my pray. But that's I and I, you know. So all of this I man come here, come just look on the place and map it out and say me I go put it somewhere. Now the previous episode, I think episode 3 or episode 4, one out of the few, and I say I sit in here and I think I remember saying with the axe in my hand and I say I'm thinking to build a little tree house right here, and boom, the tree house is I and I, you know. So anything is possible with the Most High, you know. Yeah man, I wouldn't do this if I never take the righteous path. I wouldn't end up here, you know. So don't stop praying to the Most High. Don't give up. Don't let no one stop you from accomplish your goal. If you fail trying to accomplish a goal, try again, you know. Don't just give up. Yeah man, and remember that the Most High answer to prayers when I come before him, you know, with a willing heart, and if you're righteous and true, yeah man, and the Most High would answer you like that. So yeah man, we'll give thanks. The rain there fall and stop too, but kings and queens have a little more way to go with this. Not a little more, whole heap more way. This look like it do, but it not do. It just a farm. So I'm gonna go and put in some more work. JaH Yes, kings and queens, we give thanks, man. You know? After several of hours, I'm finally done. We give thanks, man. So the first time I did do this kings and queens, I never do it right, you know. And it caused I to lose a lot of ear, a lot of build up. You know, I never do it the right way and never get rid of the build up, so the ear never grow how it's supposed to grow. So any which way, ears strength, will never cut it. So we give thanks, man. Knowledge is good, you know. And speaking of knowledge now, kings and queens, a lot of us we read and we get the knowledge, but we don't have the overstanding. Say it down, say it down. Yes, kings and queens, as I say. So without wisdom, knowledge don't make no sense, you know. You have to have wisdom, and you only can get wisdom from the Most High, you know. So when you read, you pray for the Most High to give you wisdom and overstanding or understanding, you know. And if you study about Rastafari, you can't go wrong. Not even say Rastafari only, because these few books, them basically give you a point of view of the King of Kings, his point of view on a lot of topics, meaning everything we have to do with everyday life. Up to this day, these books and forever will be great, you know. So get them. Members of a New Race by His Imperial Majesty, and The Wise Mind by His Imperial Majesty. Same person, His Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, yeah, man. Two of them go hand in hand. And as I say about wisdom and knowledge now, you only can get that from the Most High. You only can get wisdom from the Most High. Some of us read books sometime, but one or two overstand what it say. For example, in the Bible, you come across the word tree, but it doesn't really mean tree in the Bible, you know, as the tree outside. You get me? So we have to pray for wisdom for the Most High give overstand. And I read up the Bible, and I still adding to the collection of other Bibles, you know, because this is from Ethiopia, you know. Kebenegas, a continuation of the Bible. So Solomon wasn't the wisest king, His Majesty is the wisest king, you know, and that's a knowledge where a lot of us don't even know, you know. So yeah, man, we'll give thanks. And I get a lot of questions. What are the books I read? I read The Wise Man and Members of a New Race every day, the Kebenegas, the Bible, and I have a few more I don't start read as yet. But most of Bible, I seek secular knowledge, you know. And I have 3 YouTubers where if you follow these 3 YouTubers, you cannot go wrong. One of them are Rasta, Priest Isaac, and his YouTube is, I think, Priest Isaac, and you have Neophyte DAG, and you also have Truth Unedited. Those 3 YouTubers, if you watch them, you can never go wrong. With Truth Unedited now, him keep it basic for you, like easy, simple ABC. Make you be like, oh, if you even don't want to read the Bible, him have like a lot of videos where it start from the beginning and come up, him show it in a cartoon character, so you can follow with him. That's why I used to follow with him, Truth Unedited, and read the Bible while him show what go on in the TV, so I get a fully overstanding, you know. And Neophyte DAG now, him will tell you that America name wasn't America, you know, it got deeper. So he will pinpoint the biblical places and the names them up to this day. So that's a great YouTube if you check it out too. And Priest Isaac now, Priest Isaac decipher the Bible now, different terms and a different way, and show you that everything have to do with Rastafari. Not only him teach about Rastafari, him give secular knowledge, him give holistic knowledge, and you don't have to be an adult. All the kids them too, you know. So him teach about everything. He's an all-rounder. So check out those 3 YouTubers. That's where I been studied, and that's where I started, you know. Any one of those 3 YouTubers, if you watch them, you have to learn something new, you know. So we give thanks, man. Yes, I. Come like yes, Moses did part the Red Sea. Jah know mummy and you, me get this from, you know, but so it go, and I can only just try to save it. Yes, kings and queens. So today I go and leave, you know, with members of a New Race. No, my mistake. Today I can leave it with the wise mind of His Imperial Majesty. And I'm just going to read a little part about education for y'all. And it says here, education of the youth is the surest guarantee for a better life. The possession of degrees alone does not classify anyone as fully educated. So not because you have a degree means say, ooh, or I got a bachelor means say you're wise. No, you're not. Yeah, man. In which way, kings and queens, and I have a message to tell you them what to come. Your money cannot save you. Celebrity cannot save you. Your family and your friends cannot save you. Not even the army can save you to what to come. So, seek JaH while you can, you know. A very, very bumpy road ahead. Speaking of famine and speaking of wars and rumors of wars, you know. Big up to everybody. You support the thing. If you like the movement, continue to support the eye. Until next time. JaH